I made $40,000 as a brand new coach right after I had quit my job on a whim because I hated my boss. I did it with just a few $100s. So in this video, I'm going to show exactly how I did it so you can do it too. And I promise it's actually so easy. And I want to be really clear. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a sales funnel. I suck with technology, as you can see how I don't even know how to use this microphone. So I'm going to walk you through what I did to get booked out within 1 month. If you've been thinking about coaching, but you've been stuck in tech overwhelm, or you think you need a perfect brand in order to get started, I promise you, you don't. This video is going to save you 6 months. You can build a real coaching business with almost zero tech. Here are the steps. Step number 1, focus. You are going to be so tempted to be distracted when you're starting out, and you are going to feel so overwhelmed. You're not going to know what to focus on. So here's what I want you to tattoo on your forehead. Is this a revenue generating activity? That is the question I want you to ask yourself whenever you're not sure if you should be doing what you're doing, or if you're looking at your to-do list and trying to figure out what you should be prioritizing. If you're stressing about your brand colors or your logo, you don't need that. You do not need that. That is not a revenue generating activity. You know what is a revenue generating activity? Talking to people who might want to buy your products or services. So don't worry if you're not exactly sure what that's going to be yet. We're going to talk about that. But what I need you to do, number 1, is vow to yourself that you are going to stay focused and not get distracted with shiny object syndrome. There are only 2 things you need to be making money as a beginner, coach, course creator, or consultant. That is product market fit and visibility. That is it. You need people to know that you exist, and you need to have something to sell them. Anything above and beyond that is a distraction. You don't need that right now. You are going to be very tempted to waste time. Don't do it. Remember the magic question I want you asking yourself every single day when you're looking at your to-do list. Is this a revenue generating activity? If yes, go ahead. If no, cross it off. It does not need to be there. Step number 2, get really specific about who you help and how. People buy solutions to problems. If nobody's buying the thing you sell, it's because they can't see a good reason to give you their money in exchange for what you're promising. If you're using vague language and they can't actually tell if you know how to help them solve the problem they want help with or not, they're not going to pay you. The more specific you can get, the more you can empathize with their problem that you help them solve, the more likely they are to pay you money. Because if you can explain their problem to them better than they can, if they feel like you are reading their mind, they attribute you with also knowing how to solve that problem. So half of your job is just describing the problem they're experiencing to them. And if you're not sure what that is, the highest value activity you can be doing right now is asking people in your target audience what their biggest challenge is and ask them about it. Like, well, how does that show up in your life? What have you already tried to solve this problem? That's how you'll know how to differentiate yourself. One of the best things you can do is ask yourself, what is the 3 a.m. problem that they are waking up with? What is the thing they're thinking about explicitly in their language that they're waking up at 3 a.m. thinking about? If I could just solve this thing, my life would be so much better and I could fall back asleep. There are a lot of coaches out there who will say they help people with expansion. I'm an expansion coach. What does that mean? Do people wake up at 3 a.m. thinking, I really just need to expand. I really need to become my truest, highest self through expansion? No, there's probably some concrete thing in their actual daily life. And if you don't know what that is, you better ask them and find out. It is your job to know your ideal client better than they know themselves. The highest leverage thing you can do is talk to your people. Even if you don't have an audience yet, you still know people. Even if it's somebody that you can email that you know, or somebody in your town who's an acquaintance, you can DM them. You know people. You already know people that you can send a text message to, that you can DM on Instagram, somewhere. So you've got your people somewhere. And so it is in your best interest to invite them to coffee and ask them about their problem, because guess what? People love talking about themselves. You don't need to feel awkward asking people about their problems. Let them know that, hey, I'm actually developing a program, a course. I'm thinking about developing something so I can help people who are struggling with XYZ. Would you be willing to meet with me for coffee where I can just ask a little bit about how you're experiencing that? I would really love to understand more about it and understand how I can make the most helpful ABC thing. People love talking about themselves. So whether you do that in person or ask them this over DMs, I highly, highly recommend it. And it's going to put you so far ahead of everyone else who doesn't actually understand the problem they're trying to help people solve. Here's an example. So Skims by Kim Kardashian, they actually had interviews with some of their best customers and asked them, hey, what's something you wish we did? What's a challenge you're facing related to undergarments that is really bugging you that you would pay to have solved? And they actually found that a lot of people in their audience had mastectomies done. So they actually ended up creating a whole different division, a whole different product line in Skims related to mastectomy bras. So for people who had surgical removal of one breast, now they're actually the market leader in undergarments specifically catering to that. And I did a little digging, and that product line alone attributes about $1 million of their revenue to their bottom line. That's a big deal. So for you, do not be afraid to ask people, hey, what's a problem that you would love solved when it comes to XYZ? So even if, say, you're a fitness coach and somebody's already going to the gym, you can still ask them, hey, what's something that you wish your gym did? Or what's something that you're still struggling with, or a challenge, something you would love to fix about your fitness journey, even if they've already started, because this is where you can learn how to differentiate yourself so people actually want to buy from you above and beyond your competitors. At the end of the day, it's all about how specific you can get, because the sales are in the specifics. So nobody's going to buy from you if it's not clear to them what the ROI on that investment is. And so remember, people typically buy for one of three reasons. They typically want an increase in their health, wealth, or happiness. Or as I've heard some people say, they want to get paid, get laid, or live forever. So if you can help people with one of those three things and connect what you do to one of those three things, health, wealth, or happiness, you're good. Step number 3, don't make it hard for people to pay you. So when I was starting out, I needed to get things up and running fast. So I didn't have time to make a website or a whole bunch of different funnels. I didn't have time for that. And I also didn't have tons of cash to spare because I had just quit my job with no plan. So here's what I did. I researched what's the best link in bio tool where I can make sales fast so I have somewhere to send people. I was not interested in wasting my money on tech because it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. So I did some digging, and of course StanStore was the big name, but I felt like, you know what, $100 a month for the things that I need, like email automations, checkout, memberships, calendar booking, $100 a month was kind of a lot for me at the time. So I actually did some digging and I found a tool that does the exact same thing as the StanStore Pro plan, but for $30 a month. So that was an absolute no-brainer. The tool is called Pensight, and it literally does every single thing that the StanStore Pro plan does, but for $70 a month cheaper. That's a no-brainer. So as you're building your business, it's going to be really, really tempting to just buy all the shiny tools, but do some digging. It can save you, $1,000 a year for one tool alone? Don't pay for stupid things. If you take care of your money will take care of you. A lot of beginners waste months on end trying to get the perfect tech setup, but let's be honest, that's a waste of time. That's one of the shiny objects that we talked about in step 1. And so your job is to make it as simple as possible for you to get set up and as simple as possible for people to pay you. So I use Pensight. It's literally less than $1 a day, and it does everything I could need. That was the fastest way for me to get set up and have people paying me on a recurring basis, no problem. I highly recommend Pensight if you're getting started and you need to get set up fast. So check out the link in the description. You can get 2 months for 40% off. It's what I used when I was starting out, and so far it's literally had a 100x ROI. That's pretty crazy. Pensight is by far the #1 ROI tool I've used in my business, so I highly recommend if you're getting started, check it out in the description. Step number 4, if you're getting started and you need to make money fast in your coaching business, let people know you exist. Remember I said there's only 2 things you need to hit 6 figures in your coaching business. That's product market fit, so that's knowing what problem you help people solve, and visibility. If people don't know you exist, they can't pay you. There are plenty of people who feel like they are the best kept secret. I do not want you to be a best kept secret. I want people to know you exist so they can give you money. The number one thing I can tell you about content that converts is, remember, you have to make your content about your customer, about your target audience. It's not about you. You can talk about yourself in the sense of like, what are your values? What makes you or your offering different from the next person? But remember, you must always be centering your target client. They are the hero of the story, not you. You're the guide, but they have to feel like you understand them. So if you're constantly talking about yourself, guess what? They never know if you actually understand them and their problems and their challenges and their desires, what they want. One of the reasons I was able to be booked out within my first month of coaching was because I committed to showing up twice a day on social media, no matter what, for a full month. I made content about the problems they were experiencing, the solutions I could help them with. I made edutainment, so I made memes that I thought might make them laugh and might make them connect with me. And guess what? Memes actually really do work really well, because guess what? People like to laugh, and when they go on social media, they want to have a good time. They want to relax. So I would say pick your social media of choice, commit to posting there every day for a month. If you're trying to get booked out and you're serious, do it. It will pay off. It is well worth it, I promise you. Within the first month of me posting, I got a podcast booking. I got booked out with clients. My program sold out before I actually even opened doors. So a lot of good can happen when you're willing to put yourself out there and be visible. And if you have a solution, tell people you do. I documented everything I posted for that month, helping me get booked out. And I actually turned it into a 10-day challenge if you want to just commit to 10 days. So I'm going to put the link to that free content challenge in the description as well. So if you do that, you will get a client, I promise. And step 5, this is going to build so much momentum in your business. It's crazy. And you have to do this. This is non-negotiable. I need you to be collecting proof every step of the way. I want you to screenshot client wins. If somebody DMs you and just says, hey, what you've posted was so inspiring. Any nice comments you get, any wins, anything at all, screenshot it, create a Google Drive folder and put all of those wins into your Google Drive folder. You must be collecting proof, even if that means you are taking on clients for not as high of a rate as you would like to be, but you're taking them on at the beginning just to get experience and get those initial testimonials. It is 100,000% worth it. That's what I did, and it makes every single subsequent sale so much easier because people need to see that you're the real deal, especially now when everything's saturated, which, by the way, is not a dirty word. That means it's booming. We are in a booming industry. There has been no better time in the history of the world to be starting your own thing in a knowledge business. But people want to know that you're the real deal. You know what you're doing. You can help people get results. So you need to screenshot every single result that you get for yourself and for your clients, and you need to share those. The easiest marketing you will ever do is share results. Even if it's just in your stories, I don't care where it is, make a reel about it. Wherever you can share real results and help, even in like a case study format, explain how you helped a client go from A to B. Nothing will sell for you like actual proof. So just like I'm sharing behind the scenes with actual numbers and things I've actually done, that's the kind of proof people need in order to understand that you're the real deal, so they feel safe handing their hard-earned money over to you. So getting booked out as a coach, course creator, a consultant has literally never been easier. We are in a multi-billion-dollar industry that just keeps on growing, and it's going to continue to grow. There has never been a better time to be your own boss and build your own thing, but I really want you to keep it simple so you can scale. I want you to watch your finances. So that means things like do not overpay for software that you don't need, okay? It's going to be really tempting to invest in things like StanStore without doing the actual research and finding out that, hey, there's something like Pensight that literally does the exact same thing for 70% cheaper. I actually did a comparison video when I was first starting out because I was so flabbergasted because it's such a no-brainer. So if you want to watch that StanStore versus Pensight video, I'm going to link it. So I highly recommend watching it. Remember, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. Making money working for yourself online has never been easier. You can do it, I promise, but remember, you need to get really clear on the problem you help people solve, and you need to be visible so people know you exist. That's it.